So you might have, I'll probably send you this link. It's because of lower back pain. It's absolutely prevalent in all Western societies. It's mostly caused by structural collapse. That collapse happens in the core and the glutes. Now the deep supportive core tissue is becoming atrophied or weak over time. We spend a lot of time sitting at desks or in the car, and the body just drops into a really weak, stretched out position. This tissue doesn't need to support us, so it just turns off. It's just a waste of calories at this point. Our glutes become stretched out and inactive, and the whole pelvis, when we stand up, because we've adapted to this tight position in here, our hip flexors are pulling on all this, our pelvis and our connective structures. Standing up and it's rolling our whole pelvis forward. It's putting a huge amount of shear force on that lower back. And what we end up with is a collapsed core and weak, lazy glutes, which normally fire together to help keep that pelvis in a healthy position. And it's all gone, the pelvis is down forward, and then we go to lift something. Because our pelvis is in a stretched out position, these little jelly discs between our vertebrae are crushed and pushed into weird places, and we go to move something, we're making the bed, we open the fridge, and we blow our backs out. Now these are big spasms that are happening, muscles will start guarding and protecting. A lot of people are dealing with bulge discs, where the fluid is bulging in the disc and it's pushing out the side. It hasn't burst yet. A herniated disc is something very, very different and much more serious, but that bulge can press into nerves along the side of that spine, and then we get a lot of discomfort, a lot of pain. When the muscles spasm and contract around those nerves feathering off that lower back, then we get intense nervy pain. It can be absolutely crippling. If you're walking along and you find your spine suddenly catches and you're doing a little dance or you're dropping or whatever your body wants to do in that moment, you tend to lose a bit of control. That usually means you've got a bulging disc. It can be fixed. A herniated disc is a whole different story. That's if you leave this problem for a long time, or you've had a big injury, a big accident, you've taken a lot of weight on board, or something's hit you. But for now, we're getting rid of the bulging disc situation, or just a weak collapsed structure which is causing some nerve irritation and muscle guarding. So that's what these videos are about. I hope they help.